Hello friends, I am back and I hope that you all are safe at your home, and I am back with my new video, and this video is about the Rod's law. It is a very interesting topic. So before we will start the Rod's law, let's look at the basic terms which will be helpful to study the Rod's law easily. So first note that the point that the Rod's law is only valid for the volatile liquid. It is only valid for the volatile liquids. What are the volatile liquids? Volatile liquids are the liquids that continuously change into a vapor form. So volatile liquid changes into a vapor form. The best example of a volatile liquid is water. Okay, so water is a volatile liquid. So for example, this is a solution having the solvent as the first component and the solid as the second component. So it is a liquid molecule which is continuously changing into what? Vapor molecule. So this is a volatile liquid. So I hope that you all have understood what is volatile liquid. Volatile liquid is nothing but that's the liquid which changes into a vapor form. So now let's look what is the vapor pressure. So vapor pressure is the pressure created by vapor on a liquid molecule. So let's look at the definition. The pressure exerted by vapor on liquid is known as vapor pressure. So we understood that what is vapor pressure? The pressure exerted by the vapor. For example, we have taken a closed container, closed vessel in which a water is filled, and we are heating with the help of a burner. Okay, so when we heat, the evaporation takes place and the liquid molecule start converting into the vapor molecule. So when it converts into vapor molecule, the vapor molecule will try to go out of the vessel, but it will not be able to go out of the vessel as the vessel is closed. So what will it do? It will exert pressure on the wall of the container as on the liquid molecule. So the pressure exerted by that vapor molecules on a liquid molecules and on a container is known as evaporation as well as vapor pressure. Okay, so please take a screenshot, and now we are ready to study about the Rod's law. Okay guys, let's start the Rod's law. Basically, Rod's law gives us the relation between the partial vapor pressure of the volatile liquid with the vapor pressure of a pure solvent to its mole fraction. Okay, so basically Rod's law states that the partial vapor pressure of any volatile component of a solution is equal to what? Is equal to the vapor pressure of the pure component multiplied by its mole fraction in the solution. So let's derive the Rod's law. If solvent is the first component, what? Solvent is the first component and the solid is the second component. Then according to Rod's law, the partial pressure of any component, it can be a first component, it can be a second component. The partial pressure of any component is equal to what? Is equal to the multiplication of the vapor pressure of a pure component, that is P1 naught or a P2 naught, multiplied by its mole fraction, that is x1 and x2. So in this equation, P1 is the partial pressure of the first component and P2 and P1 naught is the vapor pressure of the pure component, and next one is what? Mole fraction. So this is simply a Rod's law. We have derived the Rod's law and understood that it gives a relation between the vapor pressure of a volatile liquid and the vapor pressure of the pure component multiplied by its mole fraction. So this is simply a Rod's law. We have understood. Now we will study it graphically. For graphical understanding of the Rod's law, we are taking two binary solutions, that is A1 and A2, which are volatile liquids. And according to Rod's law, we know that the partial pressure of A will be PA naught XA and the partial pressure of B will be PB naught XB. So we are expanding this equation. We know that according to Rod's law, the total pressure of a compound is the sum of the partial pressure of a component. So P total equal to PA plus PB. So we know that the PA value is PA dot XA and PB value is PB naught XB. So we are substituting these values and we have got PA naught XA plus PB naught XB. So now we know that the sum of the mole fraction in a component is 1. So XA plus XB equal to 1. Now we are keeping XA here and we are sending XB here, so it will go in minus. So XA value will become 1 minus XB, and this value we are substituting into this equation. So the equation becomes P total equals to PA naught 1 minus XB plus PB naught XB. So now let's understand this graphically. So for graphical understood, I have drawn this graph. So this is the Rod's law graph in which the x-axis belongs to the mole fraction and the y-axis belongs to the vapor pressure. So if xb is 0, that is mole fraction of b is 0, then the mole fraction of a will be 1, and if the mole fraction of b is 1, then mole fraction of a will be 0. So when the mole fraction of b will be 0, what will be the partial vapor pressure? The partial vapor pressure will be of a component, so it will have a value of PA naught. Okay, so it will have a value of P naught. So when we start increasing the mole fraction of a B component, then the slowly the mole fraction of B will increase and it will reach to 1. While the mole fraction of B will increase, the value of mole fraction of A will be decreasing. So therefore the partial pressure of the A component will be decreasing. So this is the decreasing line of the partial pressure of A, and this is the increasing line of the partial pressure of B. So partial pressure of B is increasing due to the increase in mole fraction. And when the point will come, when the mole fraction of B will become 1, at that time the partial vapor pressure will be of PB. Okay, so now we know that the partial pressure will become PB naught. Okay, so here the mole fraction of A will become 0. So this is the graph, and now we know that we can simply find the total fraction by adding the every point of the graph. So P total will become PA plus PB. Okay, I hope that you have understood this graph. Okay, so we have completed our Rolle's law. In the next video, we will be talking about the ideal solution and the non-ideal solution. Thank you.